you lovely people, my name is Manish and welcome back to your favorite show Planet Bollywood, जहां मैं लेके आया हूं आपके लिए सबसे ताजी, सबसे लेटेस्ट, सबसे fresh खबरें from the world of Bollywood and social media. For those of you who want minute-by-minute updates about your favorite celebrities, don't forget to check out our Zoom Facebook page, but don't do it right now, do it after the show. For now, let's kickstart the show.
सुशांत सिंह राजपूत केस में क्या है लेटेस्ट डेवलपमेंट? सोशल मीडिया पर क्यों ट्रेंड हुआ अरेस्ट कंगना? सोनू सूद आज सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं अपना बर्थडे। इरफान खान के बेटे बाबिल ने अपने सोशल मीडिया पोस्ट से सबको किया हैरान। Just when we thought things couldn't get more nasty or complicated, they do. After posing multiple insults and accusations every day via her social media page, Kangana and her team were perhaps surprised to find themselves at the receiving end of a hashtag trend, #ArrestKanganaRanaut. Kangana, who has now quarrelled with and accused Karan Johar, Mahesh Bhatt, Anurag Kashyap, Aditya Chopra, Alia and Pooja Bhatt, and more recently has made indirect attacks on Kareena Kapoor Khan and Deepika Padukone, found herself at the receiving end of an arrest demand.
क्योंकि एक्टिविस्ट भी कभी एक्ट्रेस थी. That should be the name of Kangana Ranaut's biopic if it ever gets made. Now Kangana, who has been in a war of words with numerous people from the industry for quite a while right now, has been at the receiving end of a hashtag that suddenly started trending online. The hashtag read #ArrestKanganaRanaut. Now, Kangana's team has sent out a flurry of posts in response to this hashtag, asking people and urging them to arrest Kangana Ranaut so that she can prove her accusations true against all the people who have apparently caused her and Sushant Singh Rajput a lot of suffering and pain. And well, these people are, according to her, just generally bad human beings. Here's the story.
A hashtag #ArrestKanganaRanaut started trending suddenly on social media, with many netizens calling out the actor for her incessant vitriolic against an industry she is a part of and demanding her arrest for a variety of reasons. However, Kangana's team, which also explained their attack on Deepika Padukone in the course of the day, were quick to respond with a flurry of posts complete with memes and graphics to say that they would be happy if Kangana was arrested so she could then prove all her accusations against those she believes have wronged her and Sushant. Finally, movie mafia PR has got some budget-paid trend. Hashtag #ArrestKanganaRanaut is being carried out. Come arrest her. It will be easier for her to expose and fix movie mafia and their wrong practices. So please arrest Kangana Ranaut, said Kangana's team, who have gone on the defensive after being possibly surprised by an anti-Kangana trend. Continuing to portray Kangana as a victim and survivor all rolled into one, her team added, when criminal cases, death threats, character assassination didn't stop her, #ArrestKanganaRanaut will only make her more determined. Even if you get her killed, like Sushant, her being will live to destroy mafia and every wrong that they have done to her. Please arrest Kangana Ranaut. The team also shared pictures of star kids like Varun Dhawan and Alia Bhatt and filmmakers like Karan Johar in a graphic that clubbed them under the category of virus, while places Kangana under the title sanitizer. While this is disturbing by itself, the caption only proves that the level of debate and discourse in Bollywood is increasingly beyond redemption. Rather than attacking Kangana from behind and conspiring against her, all Changumangu milk bottle gang must gather courage to arrest Kangana Ranaut. At least we will know a valid reason for outsider harassment. Please arrest Kangana Ranaut, said one post, while another read, all milk bottle Nepo gang hoping Kangana gets arrested for calling them out. She has sworn to destroy gang Changumangu and she will do it, no matter what. Please arrest Kangana Ranaut.
कितने अच्छे से पीछे से जाके वार करते हैं, सामने तो कुछ नहीं कहते, सामने गले लगाते हैं, आपको किस करते हैं और पीछे से जाके आपके लिए प्लॉटिंग प्लानिंग करते हैं.
It is shocking and disturbing that instead of engaging in a meaningful debate and understanding how things can be improved within the industry, talented artists have lost an opportunity to create change thanks to a petty battle of egos and one-upmanship. The late actor Irfan Khan's son Babil, who has been regularly sharing updates on his social media page, remembering his father and sharing his observations on the events that have unfolded in Bollywood recently, has shared a series of stories on his social media page where he brings up the issue of religious discrimination and how he is now fearful about attracting attention towards his religion.
The late legendary actor Irfan Khan's son Babil has shared a series of posts on his social media stories where he asks questions about why the current political environment is creating hatred and dividing people in their hearts and minds against each other on the basis of religious grounds. आखिर ये दूरियां और ये फर्क क्यों? Asks Babil. Take a look.
Babil, who is a film student abroad, shares in his stories how for the first time in all these years, suspicion and fear have cropped up in hearts and minds of people distancing themselves from people belonging to a religion different from their own. बाबिल का कहना है कि उसके कुछ बचपन के दोस्त उससे दूरी बना रहे हैं because they have prejudice against the religion or implied religious identity that his family has. The young aspiring actor who is still studying also brought up the issue of how this year's school holidays have been modified to include the festival belonging to one religion but excluded another, which is an important festival for a minority religious group in India. Speaking about how he was advised against sharing the post and his thoughts on how the current political environment has created divisions between people and turned even childhood friends against each other, Babil adds that he is prepared to be attacked and caused abusive slurs for even making these comments. Babil कहते हैं कि वैसे तो वो लंदन में पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, लेकिन he loves living in India, Mumbai in particular, and lists his favorite activities including eating pani puri, traveling into the jungles, and enjoying being a part of large crowds. In fact, he even threatens people if they call him anti-national before responding to comments from his followers, some of whom are supportive and take him up on his offer of khana and gale milna, while others who responded to his complaint of holidays being cancelled got replies from Babil, who went on to clarify his stand further. Babil has been more vocal on social media in the aftermath of his father's demise, sharing memories of his dad, and recently wrote a long post about how his father struggled all his life to bring respect to Indian artists and movies, which according to Babil are still not studied or considered serious cinema in film schools around the world. Your father was an immensely gifted artist, Babil, and his contribution as an Indian actor to cinema is unmatched. We hope that you get a chance to make him proud with your talent, and hopefully ये माहौल भी जल्दी सुधरेगा ताकि आपको कभी अकेलापन या सोशल आइसोलेशन महसूस ना हो. Sonu Sood, we hope you have a happy Wala birthday today. Sonu, who will blow away one extra candle this year, has built a successful career for himself in Bollywood and Southern language films, working in a variety of roles and reinventing himself regularly. He has also turned producer recently, but his most important role has been that as a humanitarian, helping thousands of people reach home during the pandemic and extended lockdown. Sonu, who was born in Punjab, and not too many people know this, but he is a qualified engineer who then ventured into modeling and acting. But while he was ambitious and patient, it was not an easy journey for the actor who claims he would audition and drop off his pictures at multiple studios every day just in the hope to get one chance.
Well guys, put your hands together to wish Sonu Sood a very, very happy birthday. Sonu, who turns a year older today, has won 1 million hearts during this pandemic and this lockdown with his kindness and generosity. Now, the last time we checked, Sonu has acted in films in over 4 different languages. He started his career way back in 1999 and played a variety of roles, including that of a hero, villain, and character roles, all with equal amounts of grace and sincerity. Now, apart from being a supremely fine actor, one of Sonu's greatest strengths is his kindness and generosity towards people who are less fortunate than he. Well, we'd just definitely like to wish Sonu a very happy birthday and wish him all the success, good health, and prosperity that he deserves.
अपने स्ट्रगलिंग डेज को याद करते हुए सोनू ने एक इंटरव्यू में कहा था, When someone comes to Mumbai, he or she is clueless about how the city works. I came here for just a year. I thought अगर नहीं हुआ तो 1 साल बाद चला जाऊंगा. Initially, I used to live in a rented house. 1 BHK था, but often there would be a dozen of us crammed in. Outsiders face a lot of difficulties. But while things were difficult, his family gave him their support and their confidence to keep trying and working hard. सोनू कहते हैं कि उन दिनों वो fitted t-shirts पहन के घूमते थे, hoping that his physique would get him roles. But eventually he realized that what mattered was making a personal connection with people. He started speaking to receptionists, security guards, just asking for glasses of water, trying to talk to people and making connections. But while he tried to make his place in Bollywood, Sonu found opportunities in southern language films and has continued to work in multiple Tamil, Telugu and Kannada films over the years. 1999 में 2 Tamil films के साथ उनका करियर शुरू हुआ, after which he appeared in a couple of Telugu films as well. His big break in Bollywood was when he played Bhagat Singh in the 2002 film Shaheed-e-Azam. He then got noticed playing Abhishek Bachchan's brother in the 2004 film Yuva and in Aashik Banaya Aapne in 2005. After that, there was no turning back for Sonu, who has now worked with some of the biggest stars in Bollywood and top directors like Rohit Shetty and Farah Khan. He was loved as Sajumal in Jodha Akbar, but it was his role as a villain in the 2010 film Dabangg that really caught everyone's attention. The otherwise charming and soft-spoken Sonu transformed into pure evil very convincingly and held his own against a superstar like Salman Khan. In an industry that very easily puts people into brackets and slots, Sonu has managed to work in films across genres and do justice to any kind of character. What sets Sonu apart is his humility and the fact that he remains accessible to people in spite of being a recognized celebrity now. The actor, who has turned producer recently, is currently preparing for the PV Sindhu biopic, which his production house has acquired the rights to. Speaking about his journey as a producer and the upcoming film, Sonu says, "As a producer, I am accessible to strugglers because मेरे पास कोई नहीं था. At the moment, my team and I are planning the PV Sindhu biopic. We have a new climax in which we have recorded her recent win at the BWF World Championship. I am also prepping to play Pulela Gopichand." Sonu has proved that with patience, hard work and an open mind, any seemingly impossible dream can be made a reality. Through all the ups and downs in his career, he has never lost hope or resorted to anger or bitterness. Instead, he just kept going, kept working, and his dedication makes him really special. Happy birthday, Sonu. Here's wishing you many, many more. Virat Kohli is not just an amazing cricketer or just a great athlete, but looks like he is scoring major brownie points, or shall we say cake and eclair points, in the husband department as well. On the occasion of his wife's birthday, Virat ne unke liye apne haathon se cake banaya, and more recently, he treated his wife to some homemade chocolate eclairs.
We were just so happy and so, excited to start our life together and start living together. That's organically how things went on.
A lot of girls would think that Anushka Sharma is one lucky girl, and you know what? They actually might be right. Anushka's been a successful actor, she is a successful producer, and she has a loving, doting husband in Virat Kohli. Now, Virat earlier in the lockdown had baked a delicious looking cake for Anushka, which had all of our mouths watering, and now it seems like he's hit another sixer in the kitchen when he's baked chocolate eclairs for Anushka. Well, these definitely are couple goals. Take a look.
Looks like the couple who have busy lives otherwise are making the most of this lockdown and spending lots of quality time together.
मेरा मानना ऐसा है कि जब आप लाइफ खुल के जी रहे हो ना और प्यार करके जी रहे हो, तो कोई स्पेशल ना तो वैलेंटाइन डे होता है, ना कुछ होता है. हर दिन ही वैसा होता है. Every day can be the same as a Valentine Day. It can be special.
Virat, who is one of the best cricketers in the world, has often credited his wife for transforming him as a person and bringing many positive changes to his personality. In a recent interview with his teammate Mayank Sharma, Virat said, "I give Anushka full credit for making me see a different side of things altogether. I'm so grateful that Anushka is my life partner, as she made me realize a lot of things that are to do with the larger picture." He claims that before he met his wife, he was a more rigid person and not open to other people or their needs. लेकिन अपनी बीवी से मिलने के बाद he has been inspired to be a better human being and set the right example for those around him. शायद इसीलिए as a special gesture of love, the cricketer replaced his cricketing gloves with oven mitts and baked his better half a cake for her birthday. Speaking about it, Virat said, "I baked a cake for the first time in my life on Anushka's birthday. So that will be a standout quarantine story for me. I had never done baking in my life and I was able to do it properly in my first attempt. She told me that she loved the cake and that it was very special." Well done, Virat. Major runs scored with the wife, but looks like he enjoyed his time in the kitchen so much that he recently made his wife chocolate eclairs, which looked absolutely delicious. According to Anushka, who shared a picture on her social media stories, they tasted pretty good too. Lekin did Virat, who is extremely strict about his diet, also indulge in an eclair, or was it healthy food measured on a kitchen scale again for him? We would love to know.
Let everyone say whatever they want to say, so that at least it helps us decide what we think of that person. So let them say whatever they want to say.
तापसी पन्नू and Kangana Ranaut, जो फिलहाल एक heated war of words में फंसे हुए हैं, co-stars भी हो सकते थे, लेकिन उस वक्त the makers couldn't hit the bullseye and Sand Ki Aankh eventually starred Taapsee Pannu and Bhumi Pednekar.
Well, although their verbal bullets may not necessarily be hitting the mark, but the barrage of volleys continue. And this time, Taapsee Pannu seems to have opened a whole new can of worms and taken on the Panga star Kangana Ranaut yet again. In a recent interview, Taapsee has confirmed Anurag Kashyap's claims that Kangana was initially offered Sand Ki Aankh, but she refused to do the film because she felt like she didn't think that there was a need for two female stars in the film. Take a look at the story.
A few days ago, producer-director Anurag Kashyap claimed in an interview that Sand Ki Aankh had been offered to Kangana first, but while she liked the script, she didn't want to share the limelight with another actor. Anurag had commented, "When Sand Ki Aankh script was pitched by Tushar to Kangana, she said that the story is great, but what is the need for two characters? Make them one and young and I will do it." Kangana's team had responded to Anurag's claim almost immediately, as is their practice, and said, "Just a clarification. Some woke liberals are busy lying about Sand Ki Aankh. Kangana never met Anurag Kashyap regarding Sand Ki Aankh. Vikas Bell and the director came to her house. She suggested they hire senior actors. She sacrificed a good script, but their desperation ruined an opportunity of a good film about grandparents. And senior actresses lost out on work who need to be seen by the audiences in a new light. Shame on these jokers for spreading lies." But Taapsee's latest comments on Sand Ki Aankh are likely to act like a bull in a china shop and cause a further escalation in their ongoing verbal war. When asked during an interview whether she would ever work with Kangana again, given their current conflict, Taapsee's response echoed Anurag Kashyap's earlier claims. Taapsee ने कहा कि उन्होंने कंगना के साथ काम करने का मौका खो दिया क्योंकि she turned the film down. Last time when this was about to happen was for Sand Ki Aankh, when Kangana was approached by the makers. I was told that it was turned down, saying that why do you need another actress when I am doing it? You can make it about one person. My director wasn't okay with changing the script. लेकिन तापसी आज भी होपफुल है कि हालात सुधर जाएंगे एंड शायद कहीं आगे जाके उन्हें एक साथ काम करने का मौका मिले. Taapsee, commenting on the issue, said, "I would love to work with some brilliant co-actors. I have done so in Pink, Mission Mangal and Sand Ki Aankh. I'm positive of things becoming better." हम भी इसी उम्मीद में हैं कि after all this anger and bitterness, something positive will emerge. Perhaps things will change within the industry to make it a more welcoming place for people with various backgrounds and talents. और इस तरह का ugly conflict हमें दोबारा कभी नहीं देखना पड़ेगा.
Alright guys, it's now time for a small break on the show, but don't go anywhere, we're coming right back.
S.S. Rajamouli, who directed both the mega successful Bahubali films, has shared on social media कि वो और उनके family members pandemic related virus के लिए positive test हुए हैं. Mr. Rajamouli has added that all of them are at home in quarantine and should hopefully be completely alright very soon.
The Indian film industry continues to be hit hard by the pandemic-related virus. Now, after 4 members of the Bachchan family had tested positive for the pandemic-related virus, the latest news is that RRR director S.S. Rajamouli, who is also the director of the massive franchise Bahubali, he and his family members have tested positive for the pandemic-related virus. He revealed that they had minor symptoms but have gone and tested and they have come out positive. This is really unfortunate news, and here's wishing the director and his family all the very best and hope that they recover very soon.
Mr. Rajamouli said in his post on a microblogging site that they had experienced mild symptoms, but in spite of recovering from them, they decided to get themselves tested. My family members and I developed a slight fever a few days ago. It subsided by itself, but we got tested nevertheless. The result has shown a mild positive today. We have home quarantined as prescribed by the doctors, the filmmaker wrote. All of us are feeling better with no symptoms but are following all precautions and instructions. Just waiting to develop antibodies so that we can donate our plasma, he added in another post. Good wishes, concern and prayers for their speedy recovery have poured in from around the country after the news broke.
Gives me a lot of confidence that so many people are going to watch my second film on the first day of the release. It guarantees openings.
The 2 Bahubali films were received with tremendous success across India, and people have huge expectations from the director's upcoming project RRR, which was under production before the lockdown.
The kind of response that we got, we are very happy with it, and fans are really happy because I always tend to postpone the date. I always tend to come later, and that I came much earlier than what I said. They are quite happy about it. So all is well that went well.
RRR, which expands to Raise, Roar, Revolt in the Hindi version, stars Junior NTR and Ram Charan in the lead roles of 2 freedom fighters, while Bollywood actor Ajay Devgan, who is also one of the producers, is supposedly playing the role of a teacher or guru to the main leads. Alia Bhatt also has an important role in the film, and while we know the actor is learning Telugu, we don't know more details about her character in the film. Junior NTR and Ram Charan will play Komaram Bhim and Alluri Sitaram Raju, जो आंध्र प्रदेश के शूर फ्रीडम फाइटर्स थे. सुनने में आया है कि RRR 400 crores के बजट पे बनाई जा रही है, and while it's 75% complete, बाकी के सीन्स इंडोर सेट में शूट किए जाएंगे, keeping safety constraints in mind. Here's wishing Mr. Rajamouli a speedy recovery, and if the teaser of RRR is anything to go by, we have got another mega hit waiting for us.
It guarantees openings. It guarantees openings.
And with that, we come to the end of another episode of Planet Bollywood, promising to be back again tomorrow, same time, same place, with all the latest news, views and updates from the world of Bollywood and social media, and more importantly, your favorite celebrities. Well, for those of you who want minute-by-minute updates about your favorite stars, don't forget to check out our Zoom Facebook page, and well, you can go and do that right now. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Ciao.